Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Todd Champion. This is Camping with Champion, and tonight I'm camping right behind this Walmart. It's already dark out here, and that is my fault. I've got to get used to the new time change. It gets dark way too early, but I've already dropped all my stuff off behind this shopping center because I have a very large sleeping bag and my regular bag and lunchbox, and I didn't want to carry all that stuff on my back through the parking lot. But I'm gonna start heading that way because it's already dark and we've still got to get everything set up. Let's start heading to our camping spot for the night. I found this spot a while back. I always knew I'd camp here at some point. I just haven't done it until now. I needed something kind of low key and easy for tonight, honestly, because I've been kind of sick and I didn't want to go anywhere where I felt like I had like anywhere really risky where I think I'd really have to worry about getting caught. I feel like this spot is so secluded back here behind Walmart that once I get my tent set up and everything, I don't think I'm gonna have any problems unless like an actual homeless person comes back here, because there's definitely signs that people have stayed back here before. So right behind this shopping center, I actually camped here once before. I hung a hammock on these trees and just stayed right there. And I found a lot of stuff in the dumpster down there. That was a great camp. Here's my stuff. Also, I've already checked the dumpster and it was completely empty. It's cold tonight. It's in the lower 30s. So I had to bring my big sleeping bag. This thing is huge, but it really keeps me warm. But man, when the winter time comes, it makes you have to bring a lot more gear, which is not helpful when you're trying to get to a spot with just one bag or something. That's why I dropped everything off back here so I could just pick it up. And now we're gonna head over here into the woods. There's Walmart, and the spot we're going is just right over here. There's like a gap in these woods and it opens up to just a perfect little camping spot. Only thing I'm really worried about is someone else already being there. Well, I think we're good. I really hate that I got out here so late, but in the morning I'll show you the spot a little bit better. Oh, my nose is running. Oh, I've been sick for like the last week. And like the first few days, my throat was hurting really bad. And then after that, it stopped. And then the next day, my voice was completely gone. And it's just now starting to come back. Just the worst time ever to get sick too. I brought this tent that I got last year, and I've only ever gotten to use it once. Because most of the spots I go to, they're not big enough to put anything other than like that little bivy tent I have. But this spot is just, there's a truck just drove by the back at Walmart. So there's a forklift or something that just pulled around at the back of Walmart. I'm not even worried about it. I'm just gonna keep setting up because I seriously doubt he's gonna be looking over here. And if he does, he's not coming to investigate. I'm already running way behind, so I'm just gonna chance it and keep my fingers crossed that that forklift driver doesn't see my lights over here and decide to come and investigate, because I've got to get going. This tent is called a Big Agnes 2-person tent, and I've only got to use it once, but it's a really nice tent. It's been so long since I used this. I honestly don't even remember how to set it up. Okay, that's the rain fly. This is the actual tent part. it's cold. Oh my gosh, I heard someone talking, but it was just the announcements over the loudspeaker at Walmart. Hopefully, it's just like a simple crossover or something. It goes in there. I think. There we go. So I got the 2 poles in. I think all I got to do is add this 3rd pole across the top. And I believe what this pole does is it stretches out your rain fly, giving you a little bit of like an awning or something. Come on. Oh, there we go. I'm not going to stake the tent down or anything because I'm not expecting any winds or nothing. And this tent is large enough that I can set all my stuff in here, so it's not blowing away. I bought an entire box of like 96 hand warmers, hot hands, but I forgot to bring any of them. But I think it's going to be okay. I'm already kind of sweaty just from moving around. But like I said, it's going to be in the 30s tonight, so it's not going to be extremely cold. I think it's gonna be 33 Fahrenheit. So inside my bag, I should be perfectly fine. Now, when it starts getting below freezing, then forgetting some hot hands will be a huge mistake. A lot of you did tell me though that I should take the hot hands and put it on the back of my my time-lapse camera when I do my time lapse when I go to sleep at night. So I really needed one for that. Man, I forgot. What I'll probably do is just get up at like 3 a.m. or so and then start the camera then, because honestly, I do these time lapses and that camera runs for 6-7 hours until I get up, and that's like 2 minutes of footage and I only use like the last 6 seconds of it. So really there's no need to start the time lapse until you know, later in the night, closer to in the morning time. All right, I'm gonna get my mat out and get it inflated. There's my mat. This tent is also big enough that I can put my tripod and my camera in here to film. That's really cool. I forgot to bring the inflator, so I am gonna have to hand pump this. I gotta go ahead and take my coat off for now, because I'm going to be super sweaty by the time I get done pumping this thing up. Whew. I amaze myself on how I can still sweat when it's actually freezing outside. Oh my God. That made my head hurt. Like gave me a full-on headache. Right in the front of my head. That was very tiring. I will never forget to bring my little inflator ever again. I've discovered the first spider of the night. I think that's a spider. Either way, you gotta go. I'm gonna try and slap it out of the door really fast. Yeah, it's still in here. In my last video, I actually burned my boots in the campfire because I fell in the lake and I was trying to dry them out and it's completely melted the bottom. And I told you guys, I was like, please don't send me any boots because a lot of people had offered. And I swear to you, 2 days later, look what I get in the mail. A freaking brand new pair of boots. I really like these things too. They're waterproof, they zip up. And I hope I get this name right. The card that came with it said from Danielle and Reg Levitt. Thank you guys so much. They had actually purchased the boots on October the 18th, I want to say. So a week or more before I melted my boots, I already had new boots on the way and didn't even know it. That is so crazy. But thank y'all so much for that. I really appreciate it. It actually does make me feel kind of bad when people spend, you know, a decent amount of money on me. But I'm obviously not going to turn down a nice pair of boots. So thank y'all so much. I'm going to lay down on my pad for a little bit until I get hungry, and then we're going to cook some food. I brought stuff to make like a taco salad, just like taco meat, Frito chips, cheese. I think that's it actually. But that's what we're going to eat for supper tonight. Been in this tent for maybe 10 minutes, already on spider number 2. Okay. Ugh. I know they can't hurt you, but it still grosses me out to touch them. Having a look around, make sure there's no one else. I'm gonna actually go ahead and... he's back. I'm closing up all the doors. No more spider visitors for the night. Just got the door closed, and there's another one. Why are there so many spiders in here already? Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna need you to go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. They could be anywhere in here. So make sure there's none above my head. I couldn't think of anything worse than one falling on my face. I'm gonna lay down here for a little bit, check my messages, and then we'll eat in a little while. I am getting pretty hungry, so we're gonna go ahead and cook. I am gonna cook inside my tent, but I'm going to be very careful, and this is gonna take no time at all, so I'm not really too worried about the carbon monoxide buildup. And I can feel some air blowing in from the outside anyway, so it's not like we're in an airtight container here. There you go. Stove. Oh no. I freaking took my lighter out of, I keep a lighter in this, hey, it's in here. I keep a lighter in this bag with my stove because this stove does not have an igniter on it. And I took it out to light the fire during the Halloween video, and I've never put it back. Oh, crap. Well, this isn't good. Guess what? I was sent this bracelet, I think last week, and guess what I just remembered? It has a fire starter on here and a little scraper. So that should work. If not, I do have my knife and I can scrape this and get a spark on here. So man, that really saved my butt. Let me look on my list and see who sent that to me. So David and Sybil, thank you very, very much for this. It really saved my butt tonight. Also brought this root beer to drink tonight. And this was also sent by a subscriber, but I, for the life of me, cannot find, I don't have it on my list. I don't know why I wouldn't put it on my list. And I can't find any papers or any notes or anything from who it was from. So if you sent this to me, thank you very much. And I'm so sorry that either I forgot your name or didn't write it down or something. I don't know what happened, but thank you for that. And that's the trash. All right, now let's try and start this. You know what? I'm actually just going to start right off with my knife trying to light this because I don't want to have to turn this propane on and have it going for any length of time before I get this sparked up. So here we go. Come on. Ah, crap. Okay. I didn't spill my taco meat, luckily. Okay, let me practice with this, figure out how to get a spark off easier, and then I'll try it again. Come on. Ah, my flint broke off. Man. Okay. I've got this held with my pliers now. I'm gonna try this one more time. Come on. Come on. Hang it. Ugh. I'm not ready to give up yet. I'm getting pretty frustrated with it, but I know I'm gonna get this. Just gotta keep trying. Ah. Okay, I've relocated it to outside so I can leave the gas on a little longer because I was only leaving it on for just a second or two inside the tent. Okay. Come on. Yes! Got it. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and cook right here. Let's go. I probably shouldn't have been trying to cook inside the tent anyways, but. Whew. Y'all, I am so freaking glad I got that. I was close to just eating this cold, but I'm so glad I didn't give up, kept trying. Now we're gonna have a hot meal. All right, I'll bring y'all back when I get this all cooked up and ready to eat. I think this is pretty much done. Meat's all done. Now, gonna add some Fritos, some cheese, and some Taco Bell hot sauce. Oh, and for dessert, I brought this strawberry parfait. Yeah, it's not a cherry pie. To be honest, I was running out of ideas today to make the cherry pie disappear. I've lost my bag. Okay, I found my cheese. And I do love those cherry pies. I like all those little pies, but cherry was my favorite. But I was really eating those every single week. And I was kind of getting tired of it, and I wanted to try something new with some different desserts. So I think I'm gonna, I think that's gonna be the end of the cherry pies for a while. And to prove to you that I was eating them, here's a little video proof. See? Told y'all I was eating them. All right, here is our food. Let's get it all mixed up. Put a little Taco Bell mild on here. Looks good. I don't know if this is like an actual taco salad, but it's really good. While I finish eating, I want to show y'all something. A few weeks ago, like 6 weeks ago, something like that, this guy, Chuck, messages me. And he's like, hey, because he knew I'm an Alabama fan. And he's a huge Tennessee football fan. And he said, hey, you want to make a bet? If Tennessee beats Alabama when they play, I'm going to send you a pair of these orange Tennessee socks. And you have to wear them in a video if they win. I said, fine, I'll take that bet. If Tennessee loses, you have to like chug a beer out of an Alabama cup, right? I never really thought he would do it. But Alabama, I mean, beat the crap out of Tennessee. It was just embarrassing. But seriously though, he went through with it, sent me the video, and I want to let you watch that video right now.
Well, like an idiot, as a Vol fan, I thought it would be a good idea to challenge Todd Champion of Camping with Champion on YouTube to wear a pair of these Tennessee checkered orange and white socks on one of his camping videos if Tennessee were to beat Alabama. Todd said that if Alabama beat Tennessee, I had to drink a beer out of an Alabama mug. That's what we got here. This is one full can of beer. I don't feel like drinking 2 beers out of this big old mug, because if this thing don't work, then I'll have to do it again. So I'm not trying to get drunk here. Anyway, Todd, you're lucky. You don't have to wear the Tennessee socks, and I've got to drink this beer out of the Tennessee mug, or out of the Alabama mug, just like you requested. So here we go. Shut up. Oh,
Was it bitter?
woo! Roll Tide.
Thank you to Chuck for being such a good sport about it. And now let's try this root beer. Man, I feel horrible about not knowing who sent this to me. Man, if you sent this, please let me know so I can thank you. Oh, it's twist off. I thought that was gonna be like not a twist off. Oh my God, that smells delicious. That is good, but it has a, I don't know how to put it. It's not a normal root beer flavor. I swear to you, it almost has like the aftertaste of a beer almost. Maybe that's just my brain playing tricks on me. It's so good though. So freaking good. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there are some cows going crazy mooing out here. Somebody's pasture must be close by. All right, I'm gonna finish eating, finish my big muddy root beer, and then we'll have dessert. I'm really looking forward to this thing. I've got my pan all cleaned up, and now it's time for dessert. Oh, and got my bracelet back on so I didn't break it. That really saved my butt because I would have been eating cold food if it wasn't for that bracelet. Look at this thing. My goodness. Look at that bite. That's freaking good. I mean, I like cherry pies, but dang. It's a lot more expensive than those cherry pies was, though. All right, I'm gonna eat dessert, and I'll check back with you guys here in a little bit. It is getting colder by the minute in here. I got my feet booties or slippers, whatever you want to call them, that I'm going to put on my feet and then shove my feet in my sleeping bag. But first, normally this is where I would read comments from last week's video. But there was over 1,000 comments on my Halloween video, and 99.9% of them were people just telling me how much they love the songs and stuff like that. And I wish I could respond to every one of you guys, but I can't. So what I'm doing this week, hopefully, I want to put a little video just kind of scrolling through the comments, and hopefully that's on here right now. But thank you guys so much for that, man. That means the world to me. Other than my family, I don't really let people hear the songs I write. So I was really kind of putting myself out there a little bit, and geez, you guys are overwhelmed me with support, and I just really, really, really appreciate that so much. Honestly, I've talked about this before, but I take medication for anxiety and depression, and the last few weeks I've kind of been struggling a little bit, and I even went to the doctor and I've increased my dosage for the medication I take, and man, it's been hard the last few weeks. So I really appreciate all the support from you guys. And I don't know, I've heard like there's seasonal depression, stuff like that. I don't know what has been going on here lately. And then, there's other things. We found out that our dog, we had 3 dogs and we only have 1 left. Our other 2 passed away last year and then the year before that. But we found out our dog, Harley, has heart failure. So we think that'll be like, we think she'll probably live like another 6 months or so. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been a weird few weeks for me. And I really hated not getting out last week for a camp. Just I got sick, and it's probably been, I want to say, close to a year probably that I've been uploading a video every single week. I hated not being able to get out there. I know you guys like the videos, and it is very helpful for me too, because there's been times in my life where I've been depressed or had really bad anxiety, and I just wouldn't leave the house for long periods of time when I was younger. Honestly, if I don't have something to do, something that gets me out, I'm tend to be more of a homebody. I'll stay at home. So camping, getting out, making these videos, it really helps me get out, and I think that helps with the depression and the anxiety and stuff like that. I really do. I do stuff that pushes me out of my comfort zone, and I think that's good for people. I think everybody needs something like that in their life, especially if you have like struggling with any kind of mental health problems. If you just sit around all the time in your own mind, it can get really bad. But anyways, I am going to put my beanie on. I got a pullover, a hoodie that I'm going to put on, and I even have another pair of thermal underpants. I think I may put those on too. And then I'm going to crawl in my sleeping bag and try and get some sleep. I somehow put on 2 different socks. So now I have a blue sock and a grayish red sock. There we go. I probably have about 4 layers on. I should be nice and warm tonight. I'm going to try and go to sleep. I know I won't sleep all the way through the night, so when I wake up, here in a few hours, I'm going to go outside and put my time-lapse camera. Maybe I should just put the time-lapse on me inside the tent. Anyways, I'm going to try and get some sleep. I'm sorry that I didn't get here sooner so I could show y'all like a look around exactly the area I'm camping in, but I'm honestly just happy I got out here at all this week. But I'm going to try and get some sleep. Hopefully nothing happens, and I will see y'all in the morning. Good night, everybody. Good morning. It's like 8:30. I slept really well. There were some birds this morning that were landing on top of the tent. And I had to like hit the tent to scare them away, but that was actually a really good sleep. Probably some of the best sleep I've ever gotten on a stealth camp. The sun is up, so I need to get out of here. I'm going to pack my stuff up, and I'm going to like hide it back behind a building over here. Then I'll drive my car over and pick it up. That way I don't have to walk out into the open with a big bag and my sleeping bag and everything. Here's a better look at our spot. So this is just like a little cutout in the woods. And then right through the trees is Walmart. Such a good little spot though. My rain fly still has some morning dew on it, so I'm gonna pull this off and lay it over in the sun while I pack everything up and give it a chance to dry out. My garbage and my sleeping bag, and we will be out of here. One last look around before we say goodbye. This is a great spot, actually. I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm just gonna walk right to my car with all the stuff. I mean, I've already gotten away with it now, so who cares if someone sees me with a backpack on? I'm leaving. I was going to take a trip this month and do a bunch of stealth camps in other states, but honestly, I had like 5 or 6 other stealth camping YouTubers that I wanted to meet up with, and 3 of those couldn't make it. So I'm rescheduling that for the beginning of the year after the holidays. I feel like will be the best time, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Just straight ahead is the pine trees I hung my hammock in between one night. I just filmed a bike review video a few days ago. The last review video that I was obligated to do, by the way. And I came up here on the bike and someone had a tarp or a hammock strung up between there. So I'm not the only one who has utilized this spot. It is not hidden though. I mean, I called it a stealth camp, but there was nothing stealthy about it. I was right in the wide open. If you want to see that video, it's in my stealth camping playlist. Oh man. So here's where it's gonna get awkward. I'm coming up to the parking lot. It's like 9:30, something like that in the morning, and it is busy up here. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna keep my head down and walk to the car. And there's the car. Still there. There's a car coming right now. It's okay, we're here now. We got away with it. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna hurry up and throw my stuff in the car so I'm not quite as embarrassed. But I will see y'all next Friday for another stealth camp. Bye, everybody.